Okay, we're good. Well, good evening, everybody. It is Friday, November 18th, and we're going to do a brief update, take your questions, and get ready for the weekend. So we know you guys will probably have a lot to ask us because it's been a crazy week. We started off doing our postcard campaign, and I've been watching the photos periodically, but I have to admit I have not been on social media. We've just been busy.
Yes.
And Michelle's been putting up all of the names for you guys to call and email, and so that's been going really well. So keep up the fight on that. It is making headway. So, do not get discouraged and don't think that, oh, well, someone else will do it. No, like this is massive effort. You only get one shot at this. So this is your one shot. And I know this is a really long shot, but
Hey, come
I don't
on.
mean like long shot. I just mean like it's taking forever long.
Right. And thank you guys for putting up with my crazy posts for the week. Hey, I try to make it fun, give you a little morning chuckle before you have to do your assignments.
Yeah, it's nuts, but super crazy. Yes, Gerald, Council Member Borelli is with us. Oh boy, is he super angry, I tell you. I love talking to him. So yes, he definitely is. And there's still people though that you do need to keep targeting. Those would mostly as well be your Queens people, some of your Queens, Southeast Queens neighbors, and super important that you communicate with those districts, as they keep saying that they don't get any phone calls from anybody, which we know is not true. I mean,
Right.
It can't be possible as a city council person not getting phone calls, but maybe extra phone calls next week to Queens, South Queens, Rockaways type area.
I don't know, maybe they feel left out. I don't know.
Let them feel the love. So yeah, that's it. Good evening, ladies. My council person's website showed their calendar for the rest of the year and didn't say anything about a hearing on 12-126. Yeah, we're not thinking it's going to show anything. And no, Diane, no update on Tiffany Caban. So I think now they're going from angry to angrier to concerned to angry. I don't think they really know what to feel in this situation. They're upset that they're in this position to begin with, and we're trying to encourage them because they have to take a stand on this. They have to take a stand. These healthcare issues are their healthcare issues. Their plans are our plans. They need to be involved in this. They don't want to be, but they're going to have to. Unfortunately, that's the way it's going to be. So I think we're doing the right thing and keep that pressure on. I know you got a little break on the weekend, but this weekend, if you didn't get your postcards in, please do those postcards. I mean, do more than one set of postcards. Do them for a friend. So keep those going. Ellen, there should be Michelle Hinchy's letter up on our website, up on our Facebook page. I mean, just download it from there. I know I saw it.
Right. If not, I'll convert it to a PDF and I'll send it to her via email, probably in the morning, Ellen, while I'm having my coffee, probably at like 4 a.m. So I'll send it over.
And then we have this this one pager. I got my crazy thing. Is this on our website? That it's the one that's that's 12-126 on one side, and it's whatchamacallit, the Medicare Advantage on the other side.
It might be up there.
This one, and then that one.
I believe so. If not, what do you call it? I can get it on there.
So I'll email this to you later.
Yes,
This could
yes.
be maybe instead of, we'll have to see about doing, if we do the calls next week, the emails, we can attach that to the email. They can send that flyer. That's a really great 2-pager that we did. And we did start an Instagram page today, and I will be uploading our first Instagram video. Kind of tame, but with that background that you saw a few minutes ago. Michelle and I did a poem that we put to that background. So after this, go look at Instagram and look up our organization name, I think I'm NYC Retirees. I think it'll be our first post. So so don't worry, but eventually we'll get more in. So that's been our accomplishment. What else do we have? We've been talking to more city council people. Yes, I was in at Somos in Puerto Rico last week, networking with all city council and our state representatives. Yes, I had breakfast with Mr. Mulgrew. Well, I watched him eat breakfast, and I don't think he really expected to. It was 8 o'clock in the morning. I think he was like in shorts and a t-shirt. I think he rolled down to the hotel lobby in his pajamas. And I'm like, Michael, Marianne, let's talk. And at first he was like, I don't really want to talk to you. I was like, well, I'm going to talk to you then. A little disappointed because I would have thought that that he would have, been excited to see me, but he wasn't. But we did have a conversation. I will tell you that we did educate him. He does have this document. We did give it to him. He did take it. Randy Weingarten has it too. We did educate him as to 3 points on here that he did not know. Specifically, he did not know Mr. Shenton. You'd be happy to hear he was unaware of the healthcare, the drug rider issue, both for the union and for the retiree. He was unaware of the stepped care facility issue and coordination of benefit issue he was also unaware of. So those 3 things we did educate him to, and he said he would look into them. He did admit though that they are looking at Aetna. And he tells me that though that they would not go forward with the plan with Aetna unless he was totally comfortable with it. And I said, well, that gives me really very little solace. You were comfortable with the last one, and look at what a train wreck that shit was. So I told him that the MLC has lost, we have lost all faith in the MLC based upon what's been happening. And, there's going to be certain things that he and I will agree to disagree on. But at least I had a conversation. He did say he would communicate with me, although I did call him and I've not heard back. Very sad about that. Just again. So I don't know. I'm gonna keep trying because I'm persistent. Hopefully Mr. Mulgrew will get sick and tired of reading my emails or getting my messages, and he'll just call me back, because it would be wonderful to have another conversation. But we'll see. Yes, Janet, I did get to meet the mayor. I actually touched his arm. We heckled him. If you go up on YouTube, you could see our video. Me and the retirees, we were dubbed Wonder Woman and the Golden Girls. Wonderful DC 37 retirees joined us. We had a great networking week. They were dragging me all over the place. I will tell you, by the end of that week, my hips and knees hurt because they dragged me everywhere to meet everybody they possibly knew, which, holy cow, was a lot of people. And the mayor said, sit down for this shit. Mayor says, I don't know nothing about this healthcare thing. I gotta call my people. My people will handle it. So the 3 of us are all standing there going, did he just say that? Oh my God, did he just say that? And of course, that's what the mayor said. I know nothing about this healthcare shit. You healthcare stuff. He didn't say shit. I don't know nothing about this healthcare stuff. You got to talk to my people about that. And the guy gave me his personal cell phone number and said, I'll make an appointment with you. I said, dude, man, I had an appointment with you guys. You canceled it. So I'm disappointed to learn, because if the mayor doesn't know this healthcare stuff, then who's really pushing it? Who's pushing it? Who's pushing it? I don't know. Someone else is, because clearly the mayor didn't like being heckled, like caught like a deer in headlights. It's not me. It's not me. I didn't do it. I don't know nothing about it. Okay. But I don't know. We'll see what happens, right? So we'll see. Janet, what do you think of Steve Cohen's latest article? Was that the stat op-ed? If that's the one that you're talking about. So we're trying to get options, opinions. We're showing that the MLC and the city have not exhausted every option available to them before taking away retiree health care. And time again, because Mr. Scheinman says, as well as the UFT says, that they've exhausted every option. There's no other plan. We got to do this. There's no plan B. Well, guys, if you don't have plan B, we're just going to keep giving you plan B and C and D and E, and according to Steve, F. So if we got to do your work for you, damn, you might as well just put us back on the payroll. Right?
Yeah, I listen.
I'm sure they could file a waiver for that stuff. Gerald asks, any word on the mediator? It is our belief, Gerald, the mediator does not have any authority here. Remember something, if you read that agreement, the mayor's authority is between the parties to settle disputes between the parties to the 1814 agreement. Who is the party in the 1418 agreement?
The MLC.
The MLC and the city. They
That's
are the
right.
parties, not the city. I mean, not the retirees, not the judge.
Right.
And is there currently any dispute between the MLC and the city? No, they're on the same side trying to screw us.
Right, that last I heard.
There's no dispute between the parties. So I think we're okay there. That doesn't mean he's not going to do something. I mean, he can do whatever the hell he wants, but I think that man's pretty much going to kill his entire career and his reputation if he decides on the eve of Thanksgiving to take away the healthcare plans of retirees that earned and paid for them. And Michelle could confirm to you that we would be ready to sue their pants off again, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because we don't have a life right now anyway, so what the hell?
You want to just add to more work.
I'm telling you. Let's see. Diane, I don't think he's lying. I have to be honest. We really caught him off guard, and me and Audia and John, we all cornered the mayor. I mean, John was here, the mayor was here, Audia was here, and I was there, but he had nowhere to go. He wouldn't have made an admission like that. I think he just would have said, like, you know, to his bodyguards, like, get me the hell out of here. But he didn't do that. He literally said, I don't know nothing about this healthcare stuff. You got to call my people. They handled this. He could have defended it. He could have said something, but he didn't. And I don't. I have to tell you, I believe him. I don't. Call me crazy. I've been called crazy before. Been called a lot of things by a lot of people in the last few months, but oh no. Yeah, Janet, don't be, don't be sad. Mayor doesn't answer me anymore either, and I honestly think like his people, I don't know. One day we're going to be celebrities, Michelle, and we're going to have people, handlers, bodyguard with them thing in their ears and a blue star next to our name and shit, and we're gonna
have peoples.
We're gonna have people. Yeah, my people will handle this. I don't know. Did someone say Boston Tea Party? Hey Tom, how's your dad? How can Mulgrew and the mayor not know what they should know? Well, I'm going to tell you, I don't give Mulgrew and Garrido the same pass. I'm going to be honest with you. They don't get the same pass. I think that they're listening to Siegel, you know, their overpaid advisor, and the city. And remember, the city is a bad actor. I know that they're trying to say that the city is on their side and they're trying to work with them in this. But I have to be totally honest with you. My belief is that the city knew what they were doing when they got the unions to sign that 2014-18 agreement, where they were committing themselves to recurring savings without saying how. And whatever union attorneys, whatever attorneys were reading those agreements and allowed the MLC and the unions to commit themselves to recurring savings without saying how they would do it or have an exit strategy if it wasn't realized. But that just tells you how cocky they were that it was going to happen, that they didn't expect a team like ours to organize a whole bunch of retirees that were angry and sue their pants off and keep coming at them with stuff.
Well, that's like that JG Wentworth commercial. I need my money and I want it now, right? There's no solution. It's like,
No, and there are solutions that would fix their issue. You know, unions collectively bargain. They collectively bargained this deal. They need to get their own rear ends out of the hole that they dug themselves into. That is collective bargaining. Some deals are good, some deals are bad, but I'm going to tell you on this one, my gut, this is my feeling, my opinion, is that this was a bad deal made by the city and the MLC. And they really should be calling a mulligan or a do-over or whatever the hell you want to call it to save face. We're not telling you that they have to, I'm not going to say that you were wrong, but I would say, I think the right thing to do in this situation would be to say, this thing was such a bad decision from the beginning, from the rollout of the last MA plan, from trying to do this on retired labor's backs, from the way it was done, to the lies that were told, to all now the threats that are being lobbed from the locals, from the MLC, from the arbitrator, from labor relations. Like, this turned ugly. And they should basically just say, time out, everybody, take your separate corners, and let's just do this thing over. Let's go back to the table, because going back to the table to reconfigure the deal is actually a solution, an option, right? I mean, that would be the, I don't know, what do you say, the gentleman thing to do, since what, most of them are men anyway. You got, other than Renee and Claire, but it would be the professional thing to do. That these so-called educated people should say, you know what, we kind of screwed this one up, let's fix this. That's safe face, right?
Right. And so Diane Spicer says, we are your people. And Mike Roeck says, you got people now.
We got people. I see that. We got people. I feel important.
Oh, I need a good
Please
laugh.
let me know how to handle the pending New York State legislation regarding extrinsic evidence in retiree healthcare. I would like to go full out contact. Ellen, you're welcome to do that. We did a campaign a couple weeks ago, or about a month ago already, on asking them to pass 10425, whatever that one was. We're getting down to the wire. That's got to pass by the end of December, or it's going to die. So yeah, absolutely. You're free to go off all crazy if you want to. We'll put it out again. So, hey, Kevin, what about me? Am I chopped liver? It's funny, when I was down in Puerto Rico, John had said to me, I'll be your bodyguard, don't worry. And then, like, at the end of the trip, I was like, where the hell were you, buddy? Like, you left me half the time. Too funny. Good, Tom. I'm glad to hear it. Well, yes, Janet, we are in fiscal year 23, in calendar year 23. In other words, could the city make a change within the year? They could do whatever the hell they want. Know that they're trying to get the change in for July, but I still don't know, you know, where that's going to go. I just don't feel that they're going to be able to do it. But can the city and union lawyers be liable for not being specific? No, that's just a bad deal. I mean, there's been plenty of bad deals in our lifetimes, right?
Right.
Any update with the active employees? Are we getting out the word to them? Yes, Ellen, actually, yes. That is working, which is why this needs to keep happening, is you need to keep putting out these messages that we put out and sharing it on your pages and letting that go viral. Put it on your social media, tag every union that you can, put it on your Twitter, put it on your Facebook, put it on your Instagram, wherever the heck you can put it on your next door. And then tag every union, every politician, everything that you could think of, and just keep on doing it. I know, trust me, it's exhausting, but it's the only way. You know, so like make a tweet, make a Instagram, make a whatever, and then tag a whole bunch of unions one day, and then tag a whole bunch of politicians later on, share the same darn thing. Just keep it going. Because they have so many more people, and they have, you know, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to spend, or millions of dollars to spend on campaigns and people to do their social media. Today, an official said to me, "You need to hire some young interns to do this." I'm like, "Really?" She's like, "Yeah, you need to hire people." I'm like, "Oh boy." They want instant savings. Yes, that was what they thought. They'd have instant savings, Bill. That's the rational thing to do, but these people don't think rational. You know, Stephen, I'm with you. I totally agree.
So Ellen says, I'll go full out on that. Send me a copy of the Hinkie letter. Right. I'll take care of that for you, Ellen. And Tom Ceci says, I understand all that is going on, but I think individuals, not the city, need to start taking responsibility for their thinking and pushing this stuff onto the people, because if any of this stuff was, hold on, oh, I lost you there. Hold on. Stuff was
Because
done by individuals, those individuals would be held liable. So now I think the mayor, the individuals in the MLC, including Mulgrew, should be held responsible individually for this. Yeah.
I agree with you. Is that going to happen? Probably not. Kevin says, Mish would kill me anyway. I don't know if I can handle both of you. I love you, Kevin. You're hysterical. Do you have a list for Twitter to tag them? I only know. No, I don't. But what I was doing today was going through my Twitter and my Insta and following those people that I want to. So as you start, I want to eventually tag. And then as you're making the post and you're starting to type the tags, then the names come up because you're already following them. So it makes it easier for yourself.
Actually, we might have a list for Twitter, and that might come from our buddies that are against us, because they have it on, I think, their page on who
Really?
to. Yes, I think it's on the UFT on there to amend. Yes.
Well, you know what they do say, copying is a form of flattery, right?
That's right. So guess what? Thank you,
If they're
guys.
doing it to us, might as well zing them right back in the keister.
Yes, I think on some of the stuff that they've been sending out, I think they have a whole list of all their Twitter feed, the people from Twitter.
All right, we'll have to look at that and create a hashtag file.
Yep.
The MEA hired 2 summer interns and increased their social media presence. Not a bad idea. Stephen, share with me their contacts and let me know what that costs. The UFA, where the heck did that jump to? That's funny, Tom. The UFT always calls their retirees their daytime union, counting on us to support while their actives are working. What if we threaten to pull back that support? I think that's a great idea, Patricia. If we threaten to pull back that support, especially not supporting COPE donations to their political action arm, don't know what other unions have similar programs to use as leverage. So there are a few unions that do COPE. And actually, but your union is the only one I know that does use your retirees to the extent that they do. I do not know of another union that does that. So, and I will tell you, Mr. Mulgrew did actually admit that he does get reelected by the retirees, not really the actives. I might want to start changing that too.
Right.
Because I think in the last election, if I'm correct, and I might be wrong, but I think more retirees voted than actives.
I think so, yeah. I think
Right.
that's what they were saying. That was what the word on the street was.
Any no voting unions reach out and donate to the group? One did. Yes, I'll say that, yes. What is Ellen asking for? If you could post it somewhere. Oh, she's probably meaning the hashtags.
Yeah.
For a
That'll-
good laugh, the Civil Service Bar Association reports that it lost 200 members, which is unheard of, and they only have 1,000 members. The city has so many unfilled attorney positions that it is now using attorneys borrowed from big firms where they will be paid. Yes, actually, I was just talking to someone today that city attorneys are leaving city service because there's no hybrid option that it's in person only, whereas private sector pays more and they don't have to be in person. Janet, no, PSC Cooney did not donate yet. Good night, Di. Have a good weekend.
Good night.
Hey, Trudy. I have not heard anything about Local 3 IBEW. Yes, Ellen, we are increasing our numbers with both active and retirees. I stopped paying Coke 2 years ago when I found out the union was not working for retirees. I didn't vote for Mulgrew, I never would. And so let me add that too. So last week, when my plane landed and I opened my phone, I was inundated with text messages from people within the UFT telling me that in Mulgrew's small circle, that unity members within the UFT were attacking me, alleging that attacking my alleged politics, and if they were really smart educators and were so inclined and had the need to find out about my political affiliations, ideations, beliefs, which if you all know us well enough, right, Michelle, we
Yeah.
keep politics off this page for a reason, because healthcare isn't political, it is human. So we want to make sure that we are all protected, because healthcare, we believe, is for everyone. We all have health issues. We know we're going to have more health issues as we get older. And this is not a political issue, and we prefer to keep it that way, which is why we do have a rule that politics stays off our page. But regardless, I was accused of being how did they put it? I was accused of being a Trumper Republican funded by Aetna. And they said that they attacked my mom, who passed November 1st of 2020. She was UFT. My mom was a teacher at PS 165 in Queens. And they had photos of my mother from the UFT honor roll of all their deceased members. So I want you to know that I did confront Mike Mulgrew about that and told him that he probably has more skeletons in his closet than I do, and I do not appreciate that he or his people would bring in family or issues that are outside the issue. And told him that that the minute that I hear that again, that it would be gloves off for everything that we have in our folder. He assured me that that wasn't happening, which of course I know it was because I have screenshots of it. And so this is my mama with my sugar bear. That's my mama. She's always with me. So I'm not going to, you know, let that get out of hand, but so you guys know, yes, I did address that, and to me, that's pretty ugly. You got to attack me. And I said to him, you're welcome to attack me to my face, behind my back, whatever the hell you want. I don't really care. You know, I'm Sicilian, I'm stubborn, I'm from Brooklyn. Go ahead, bring it on. If you got to attack me, guess what? You're not attacking the message. And if you can't attack the message, yes, I'm right. So, I don't know. That's where the focus should be. Focus should be on the issue, right, Mish?
Absolutely. That's just, it's disgusting. And you know what? Karma. That's all I have to say, karma.
Yo, but girl, I keep telling you, I need a front seat for that.
Listen, I'll be there with my popcorn.
Kevin says he's going to be hiding in the bushes. I just want you to know I have security inside and outside of my house. If you see the hedges growing outside, that's going to be Kevin with a hedge hat. So crazy. Good night, Sherry. It's good seeing you. Roberta, do you have info in other languages? My senior center and NYCHA folks are Russian speakers. Ooh. We could try to run it through a Google document. I cannot guarantee that that would be accurately transcribed, but we could try.
We could try. It might be a recipe for something.
Roberta, do this for me. If you want like this one pager between the differences between Medicare Advantage and you pick the document you want us to translate, and then I'll try to do that for you. And if anyone else here is fluent in Russian, ping Michelle.
Yeah.
Yes, Ellen, I did take a few photos in Puerto Rico no, not, I have to tell you, I did not take a lot of photos of the politicians, especially because like at one of the events I was at, they were all in bathing suits and I didn't think that was appropriate, like to put out there. And then there are a bunch, I'll put those up. If you know, I came home, I wasn't feeling well, and I'm really just starting to feel better today, but I'm still not 100%, and I haven't really been on social media. And then I'm like inundated with phone calls and meetings like this whole week. And then I also hadn't had internet, like Sunday, I came home Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, yesterday. I just got my internet back last night, and I'm still having just quirky issues. So give me to like the weekend, and then now I got to be in Christmas mode because I'm one of those crazy Christmas house people, and you know, now that's going to take over my life like the next week. So
Good night, Tom. Have a safe day at work.
but I'll get it up, Ellen, don't worry. PSC leaders won't give a good oof. I yelled at Hubbard at a meeting months ago, but they are scared shit of the ML. Well, just say how you feel there, Serena Mia. I know, if I tell you, Michelle and I, we always say, right, we got the biggest cojones that they are. We do have cojones, they're just higher and bigger.
Right.
And I wish we could share with those that don't, but I don't know what to tell you, Serena.
Roberta, no, we got like 2 inches of snow the other day. Buffalo's 4 hours past me, so I'm glad I'm missing this storm because I know they're at like 4 or 5 feet already.
I see you, Tom. I'll work on that this week.
Okay, so Deborah said she's going to try contacting the worker circle about the Russian.
Oh, perfect. No, Renee, we are your people. I love you guys. By the time it's all done, well, thousands in copay. George, let me tell you what happened yesterday. I had to go to the cardiologist for a test, right? Michelle will tell you this. Michelle will tell you this, right? I actually went outside to my car to go get this form. They told me when I checked in, I was in my doctor's office. I went to the doctor's office. It's a freestanding building on the side of the road, not attached to shit. I get into the office, I sign in, and they tell me, that I will have a copay, but they can't tell me what it is. They're like, me, you can't tell me what it is. Well, because we consider this visit a hospital visit. And I'm going, I'm in the doctor's office. And they're like, yes, but we consider this visit a hospital visit. So you just have to sign this form that you're acknowledging that we're telling you. So I, could you give me a printout of that? So I went to the car, got the form today, and it says that I acknowledge that my copays will be anywhere between $0 and $1,216. That's, it's not like 10 to 20, 15 to 30, 0 to 1216, 1216.00. Are you freaking kidding me?
Told you, you're gonna buy them a new printer.
You know, that's a mortgage payment for some people.
It's for that laser jet that they need.
So George, don't talk to me about co-pays. Shit's coming, just chill.
Now we're on it. We're still working.
And
very
yes, the lawyers
Okay.
have my letter. Cause damn. And if anyone is also messaging that they're getting letters like that, please send them. Or if you're being asked to sign and acknowledge, ask them for a printout and send that to us staff.
Right, and that goes along with the facility fee.
The facility fee, yep.
Yes, and if anybody has gotten any information, and I do know one person was trying to find out a couple of months ago what this facility fee is. And there was no answer. If anybody else can find out what this facility fee is, and it doesn't mean buying a printer for them, let us know or let me know, hit me up on the email, let me know, because nobody can really explain what it is.
You know what? We're just gonna have to call Emblem next week and
I
record.
think they called, so that person called Emblem, they can't explain it.
They're gonna have to explain it.
Yeah, well, I guess their people don't know. Talk to their people. I don't know.
My non-computer literate friends, and there are many, keep asking about the court case. Has there been any decisions at this time? No, Arlene, there are no decisions yet, but trust me, if one does come out and our page is closed, we will immediately break the page open like we've done in the past. But they can take their sweet time. You know, there is no rush on the appellate side in making these decisions, so that they can take their time. So, but keep breathing, tell them to relax. I really don't think this is gonna be bad.
Oh, you too, feel better, Deanne.
Thank you, Diane. Trust me, it does take a toll. Yep, Gerald, you got that straight. Oh, Dan, you got COVID. I'm so sorry.
So Dominic, you're saying it's for use of the room?
Well, then at that, I might as well just strip down in the lobby and just save the 15 bucks.
That's still a room. That's still a room.
All right, I'll meet you in the parking lot. Emblem and Empire say that the others should pay. I was on a three-way conversation twice with still no resolution. Hey, Ellen, you might want to start recording those because that actually might be interesting to put up. Oh my goodness.
There you go, Janet. The oxygen molecule.
Find a Russian translator. Email me or message me. All right, so Deborah has a Russian translator, so send that to Deborah. The oxygen molecules.
I told you.
You did.
Yes, I did.
My regular doctor sadly passed in September. I tried to fill a script she had written for me with 3 refills, and since she passed, Express Scripts wouldn't fill it. I need a new script. Doctor taking over was her associate and had all my info, but insisted that I come in for a new script. So I went to the office. They insisted I see the doctor. Doctor insisted on an echo. Wound up costing me $30 plus gas and parking for a piece of paper. You know, we might, well, you know, I could say I'm gonna make this suggestion on that. You're asking a doctor to take over your care who didn't know you. And if I'm going to assume this was a cardiologist because you went for an echo. And before she writes you a prescription, she's probably going to want to start a baseline with you, so she's got something to go on. And so I'm not going to defend that, but I kind of have to in a way, is that she doesn't know you, even though it's the same practice. So if she's going to be comfortable to write a script for you, she's got to be comfortable with where you're at and that you don't need anything else. Otherwise, I would say if it was just a follow-up and you've already seen her, you could probably try to do those visits by televisit rather than in person. And Arlene, you can definitely, you know, we put just about all of our updates up on our YouTube channel. I know like there's a couple that aren't up because I haven't had internet, but I'll make sure this gets up, and then I'll do the email out tonight or tomorrow morning. Is there a restroom copay? Gerald, you got a sense of humor. Yeah, Diane, I think that's what happened to me yesterday. Is they're designating this office because it is affiliated with the hospital. But damn.
Hey, Trudy said you got $30 is a bargain.
Yeah, $30 is a bargain. Well, remember, mine could be anywhere between 0 and 1,216. So I think that might take the cake. I have no idea. But I think that, oh, did we want to talk about who our award winner was for this week?
So the initials are RC, like RC Cola, RC. So we will be reaching out to RC. So we got those are the initials. We haven't heard back. So once we hear, we'll probably announce it next week. And that's that. We thank you for the donations. And that is our winner.
Cool. Well, and thank you for everyone for donating and helping us with documentation. Oh, actually, I do have one more thing I need to ask. I almost forgot.
Okay.
You and I talked about this before the meet before. Okay.
Talk about a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So we are looking for people. How many do we have in here? How many are on our chat?
117.
Okay, we are looking for retirees who are in GHI senior care, who are experiencing so many copays that they're either skipping their medication or cutting their pills in half or having trouble affording their drugs, their prescription drugs, okay? That's one ask. Second, if you retired in 2020 or 2020, in 2020, 2021 or 2022, if you retired in 2020, 2021, or 2022, please send Michelle a message and then we will reply to you with a question. And we have a single question.
I think I know what that is. I'm like the great Sarnak, and I got to get a hat.
If you retired between 2020, 2021, and 2022, please send Michelle a message at retirees@nycretirees.org. That's retirees with an S at nycretirees.org and say, I retired in 2021 or 2022 or 2020, 2021 or 2022. What is the question? And we will ask you the question. And if you are a retiree experiencing a lot of copays and you are not able to afford your medications, you are struggling to pay for your medications, or you are cutting your medications in half, we need to talk to you. So please also, message Michelle ASAP. We need to hear from you. Okay. And I think that's
I think
those were the two questions based on what you and I were talking about earlier.
so Joanne, again, anybody that needs to reach out to me, because I'm the one that takes care of all the emails, it's the www. Oh no, email. What is it? Say the email. I'm losing my mind here.
It's retirees at
Yes.
nycretirees.org. Super simple.
Yeah.
It's retirees, RETIREES at nycretirees.org. Super simple.
Yep.
That's how you can get in touch with us, Joanne. And someone said, Arlene, my friends are almost all in their 90s with many serious health issues, so understandable their anxiety. They also really do not use their computer, so I try to keep them informed. There was another sheet. Did I miss another one? No, I guess I misunderstood. Okay. All right, so that's cool. So thank you everyone for everything that you do in helping us and working with the moderators and all the admins and donating to our cause and helping to protect you, getting out the word, sharing with the actives and the retirees our messages. We appreciate everything that you do. And that your support and trust in us.
Yes, and thank you, everybody out there for putting up with my shenanigans all week. Okay, moderators for dealing with me. Joe.
Thank you, Joe, for putting up stuff on our website.
Yes, yep.
Keep
And
those
again,
postcards going, keep those calls going, keep those emails to council going. Share that information everywhere. Next week is going to be a short week because Michelle and I were talking before. We don't really think that there's going to be a lot of people around because it is a holiday week. People will probably leave an early Wednesday. So you do know we will try to get out a list of things of people to call for Monday and Tuesday. We will probably have a half a day and close the page sometime Wednesday afternoon. Because I know Michelle's probably going to cook and I got a whole bunch of stuff I got to get done as well. And then we'll be closed all weekend and we'll be seeing you back on that Monday. But if anything happens or changes, you always know that you know how to find us. We always check everything. You know, and I'll end it with this. Don't forget to check our Instagram page later, because when this is done and this is processing, I'll be uploading that little video. And I want you to wish a happy Thanksgiving to Michael Mulgrew, Henry Garrido, Harry Nispoli, Renee Campion, Claire Levitt, Robert Lynn, and Mayor Adams, because, and even Mr. Scheinman, the arbitrator. Keep them all in your prayers, because clearly they've all lost their compass, that they made the eve of Thanksgiving the deadline to strip away a retiree's health plan choices and potentially force us all to Medicare Advantage. So pray for their souls, because I think that they need it. And we are good people with good ethics and morals, and clearly have a moral compass. And we pray that they find their way. And we are thankful for being with you, having our health, the health that we do have, right? The patience to deal with all this caca. And what else could you add to that?
I know, right? You know, again, like I always say, karma, and I'm going to sit there front row, I'm going to watch all this transpire, And this is gonna be the movie of a lifetime, I'll tell you that much. And again, but everybody have a good weekend, stay warm or stay cool wherever you're living. Again, we love you guys and, you know, we appreciate everything, you know, your donations and everything you guys are doing. Keep the faith, keep up the good work. Alrighty, and everybody have a happy holidays, happy Thanksgiving, in case we don't talk or, you know, see you on the chat on Wednesday, when we close.
Yeah,
So,
let's plan to do, like we said, a quick coffee on Monday, just to say what the plan is for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then,
Right.
so we'll chat over the weekend, and then Wednesday
Yeah.
we'll probably close early. So hopefully if you're busy, you know, you could just watch it, rewatch it, but we'll give you a closing video on Wednesday, wish you all a happy holiday, and then we'll touch base with you, you know, afterwards. So hang in there, guys, enjoy the time off and be with your family and your friends and do those postcards and those emails.
All right.
All right. Love you guys. Ciao.